sports,
Anime.
Media entertainment.
The whole world, look around you. Look at this. We created this.
Welcome back. This is the same convo with the same host, Kenny, Carlil, and Bomba. And we're back to talk everything sports, anime, media, and entertainment. How y'all boys feeling? It doesn't matter how you feel. This is the sports segment led by me.
All right, bro.
I'm just playing. How y'all feel? How y'all doing for real?
Offended.
Psych!
Damn.
I'm just playing.
What you got going on today?
For this time.
I don't want to answer. Keep going. No,
For this time.
we don't want to answer. You can go ahead.
We don't believe you.
I ain't falling for that.
All right, so this is what I want to talk about. So Carlil can attest to this. For a long time, I was the biggest fan of the Anthony Davis. In fact, I thought Anthony Davis, based off his potential, let's go maybe 3 years ago, I used to say Anthony Davis, if I was picking a team 1 through 5, I'd pick Anthony Davis as my power forward. This put all my friends in an uproar because they said, Tim Duncan? And I said, to me, skill-wise, Anthony Davis is better than Tim Duncan. This was my argument. What you think? What y'all think about that? Carl, I guess you can repeat what you said before, but Mamba, what do you think about it?
That's an interesting take. I think like in terms of achievement and like longevity, being able to produce, because we've seen like Tim Duncan is done. So we've seen the whole product of what Tim Duncan was, like, which was great. And he lasted for a long time. Had hella chips, hella awards, like was a big man and was a solid scorer. Like he had like the way he was using the backboard, his thing. Now, AD, I would say AD is, because when we're talking about skill, you got to think of the difference between the two of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tim Duncan was a like power forward, like a small forward, I would say. But
Wait, whoa. Tim Duncan is a power forward. That's it.
okay. But AD doesn't really play that role like that. You know what I'm saying? AD is able to do so much more, be outside. It's sure we'll call it the same thing, but that's not AD's game.
Mm-hmm.
We know that this man can face up, be outside, really take shots. Tim Duncan could take, like, you know, he had a like solid jumper, but like with AD doing it so long, it's just with the injuries, I feel like it's hard to make that argument because every time AD comes back, like especially lately with the Lakers, it's been very doubtful. Like we miss AD.
Man.
We're like, we miss AD. That's every Laker fan. They're like, we miss AD. So it's hard to make that argument because AD is still playing, and right now in all of our minds, we're hoping that he's gonna come back as an AD we know. So it's really, I'm gonna have to still lean towards Tim Duncan until AD can show me a little bit more.
Yeah, I think I look at the argument as, because I understand the potential. Because if you look at it, I will even say AD has more potential based on his skill set. You know, AD can do everything that Tim Duncan could do, but you know, with a lot more, especially with the shooting and the ball handling aspect. But as far as like when you compare the overall Tim Duncan, and yes, Tim Duncan has had some things on his side that AD doesn't, like a competent team and a competent coach every year he's played. You feel me? AD hasn't played with the best team until he got to the Lakers, and even then with the injury trouble, Tim Duncan didn't have as much injury trouble. So when you look at the overall and just career-wise, yes, of course, Tim Duncan is the better player, has the better career. But I do think that AD can reach the point where he can rival. He got that argument, rival Tim Duncan for the best power forward of all time. It depends on what he does for the rest of his career and then staying healthy. I'm gonna lie. He is 29. He's about to turn 30. I mean, that's not old. That's still, league play. It's still a lot of good, great players in the league at the age of 30. But when you injury prone, like your body ages significantly.
And you're a big man, so.
Facts.
All right, so I did this to introduce what I want to do. It's going to be Anthony Davis roulette. All right. So I'm going to go through a list of power forwards. You got to tell me if you'd rather have in your starting lineup. You'd rather have Anthony Davis.
Are we assuming is this Anthony Davis right now, or are we assuming he's healthy?
We're gonna go career for career. Like we're gonna go for like what they were able to offer the game.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna start easy, and then I'm gonna make it progressively harder. All right. Would you rather have Anthony Davis and what he's been able to give for his career, or Paul Gasol and what he's been able to give for his career?
Anthony Davis.
I was thinking.
Yeah, AD.
Paul Gasol got a ring with the same team too.
Yeah,
He got the ring with the same team, but I'm saying like, as far as like, because the argument is what I'm getting from them. I mean, it's just you cannot deny, especially if we're talking about power forward. So that means Anthony Davis isn't going to be my starting center. So he's going to give me more because he wants to be a power forward. He doesn't want to play center. Like just the dominance on the inside and overall game package. I'm taking AD over Pau Gasol.
Here's my thing.
Hold on, Bob.
Mhm.
Y'all hear my dogs barking?
No.
Okay, good. All right, go ahead, Bob. I was trying to make sure so I go tell them to shut the fuck up.
So,
All right, go ahead.
But Paul Gasol is a legend, I feel like, and he's at times underrated. But I'm definitely picking AD over Paul Gasol.
I agree. I'll pick Paul Gasol too. I mean, I'll pick Anthony Davis too. It's just Anthony Davis, his explosiveness and speed is just.
It's a lot that he dominates Paul Gasol over, and even if you were to think of a matchup between the two.
Oh my God, Anthony Davis, that man up.
Come on,
bro.
Bro, I got a 2-4. I don't know if y'all noticing my list. I'm struggling a bit.
That's not even it. Hey, anybody else notice Kenny's crutches in the corner, bro?
Fuck you, Carlil.
Bro.
You're a dickhead.
He just over there standing up, dog. I'm sorry.
This nigga's a dick.
He better not ever end up back on crutches. I can't wait.
Bro, chill.
He better not ever need them again.
Still, I'm finally about to go through the first full year since 7th grade. I have not been on crutches, bro.
I'm gonna take a picture of him like this.
Hey, do that again, but let me take a picture of you with your crutches in them.
Oh, nigga. All right, next. Okay, so next person, Anthony Davis or Dennis Rodman?
I'm gonna go AD.
Anthony Davis, because I want somebody that can give me 12 to 15 rebounds a game and score.
Especially in today's league.
Facts.
Like all the hacker player.
Yeah.
Hacker
Rodman
Rodman
give you 8 and 30.
You say
8 points, 30 rebounds.
I understand.
And 5 block shots.
Cool.
No, okay.
Yeah, cool.
I agree with y'all. I agree. Anthony Davis. All right, now it's about to get hard now. It's about to get real difficult. All right. Anthony Davis or Dirk Nowitzki? Dirk was able to take that Mavericks team to the ship and beat LeBron. Young LeBron. Peak LeBron.
Are we talking about peak Dirk Nowitzki, bro? Because that dude's a problem. Without a championship, that man's a problem.
Dirk Nowitzki, he was old when he beat LeBron. That wasn't him when he was young.
That's what I'm saying. So are we talking about old Dirk or peak Dirk?
Remember going his whole what he offered, what he did in his career versus what Anthony Davis did in his career. Dirk took what people would call today a trash team and won the chip.
I'm gonna say Dirk. I'm gonna say Dirk. Let me say this though, because Dirk was able to have a consistent career. Versus, I don't know what I'm gonna get out of Anthony Davis. I might get a season here or a half a season here. It seems like every year, like Dirk definitely had his problems, but when he needed to be there, he was there, and he was still averaging 25 plus. I mean, I'm at the. I think Dirk will bring more to my offense. I feel like
I don't know why you're so doubtful.
better shooter, especially in recent years, because AD this past year, averaged 17% from the 3-point, and then the year before that was 29%.
Yeah.
So you got a better shooter, definitely a better passer, and also
he's one of the few players that has a signature move. That's like the number 2 most unstoppable move in league history.
And then from that post, I'm able to do my move, or I'm actually able to regulate offense from there, and so I'm able to kick out if need be, make the right play if need. Yeah, I'm gonna go Dirk. I'm gonna go Dirk.
Yeah.
Sorry, AD.
What are you saying, Bumble?
Definitely going with Dirk.
You going Dirk?
For sure. I mean, like, just look at the man's resume. Just like Carlos said, by the time we saw him kick down, like, the Heat, that man was old as hell, stumbling all over the court, still doing what he wanted to do. Like, he barely run, but was doing everything passes. He straight away, like, bruh, come on. Dirk Nowitzki.
No, I think so I love Dirk. Dirk is a Hall of Famer. I think Dirk Nowitzki is Paul Gasol with a way better jump shot. Both of them very slow foot speed.
No, way better career.
Better. I mean, of course, because his jump shot. He's a 3-point champion. He's Dirk Nowitzki is one of the best big shooters ever. One of the best stretch forwards ever.
But I'm saying, is it kind of disrespectful by saying just a better Paul Gasol when he's
I say he's Paul Gasol with a way better jump shot.
But I feel like that's kind of disrespectful.
I feel like in a foot race, they about the same speed. Defense-wise, Paul Gasol
faster.
You said Paul Gasol's faster? Paul Gasol is also better shot blocker.
But as far as a better basketball player.
But that's what I'm saying. With Dirk, if you go back just to watch his highlight, they would have somebody like Draymond pick up Dirk from outside. And the man will, like, work him with like 2 dribbles and maybe pump fakes.
Yeah,
he one-on-one, like Dirk was like that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
He had a shot as a big man.
There was a point in his career, and even still, like, if you were talking about players of all time, like, who would you want to build a franchise around? Dirk was a name. You ain't never, ever in your life say you was going to build a franchise around Paul Gasol.
No, hell no. Fuck no.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. He might do some stuff better. There might be some similarities, but as far as a better basketball player to get you where you need to get, yeah.
Well, I'm going to say what Bob said earlier. Imagine that matchup, Dirk Nowitzki versus Anthony Davis, though. Anthony Davis is going to abuse Dirk Nowitzki. Like, it's going to be bad. Like, wait, let me finish. Because Anthony Davis can shoot, too. He doesn't have a shot like Dirk. But Dirk's going to have to pick up Anthony Davis at the 3-point line. And that foot race from the 3-point line to the bucket, Anthony Davis is driving past that man all game, every game.
But I have this question, for example, right? I understand the physicality part, and I gave it to you, for example, against Paul Gasol because, like, goddamn, I got a bad list.
I can't even tell that you got a list.
I'm struggling, though. I gave you that difference between Paul Gasol because Paul Gasol cannot, like, dominate like that when it came to, like, shooting and passing the way Dirk could. Because Dirk, like we say, when he was stumbling and still, like, moving at the slowest pace, he, like, was still being, like, he was a great shooter.
Yeah.
He was a great passer.
Mm-hmm.
He had a really terrible team. Paul Gasol was playing with who? Kobe Bryant at one point.
He ain't start there. He did not start there.
I know he didn't start there, but that's really when we started paying attention to him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember Paul Gasol like that before he was in the
Lakers?
Maybe you remember him after. You remember after when he left the Lakers for sure.
I remember Paul Gasol. He was on the Memphis Grizzlies too.
Yeah.
What did he do? What did he really do there?
I mean, he was decent.
Yeah, decent. Is that what we're talking about? We're talking about decent or good here?
Hey, you got it. Got it. I mean, hey, I'm just saying I remember him. All right, so y'all saying Dirk, I'm saying AD still. I'm still giving.
sure. Because I feel like you're going. The thing is, you're going off of potential. If you're being honest, you're still considering potential.
Okay,
Because
I'll
the
say.
last part of that you've seen of AD, shaky, my guy.
I mean, the last little part of Dirk didn't retire after he beat LeBron.
Because he's old as shit.
I mean, yeah, he was.
He won a championship while he was old.
Yeah.
Anything after that, like it was like, yeah, you just do you, man.
Once Dirk cut his hair off again, it was raps. Okay, so if it's getting bad at Dirk, I'm gonna go. It's best raps for AD now. AD or Kevin Garnett.
Woo. That's tough. The only reason I feel like that's tough because I feel like for all of these ones we just passed by, we were so focused on the athletic side or the athletic advantage that AD has.
But now Kevin Garnett is also athletic too.
Now, yeah.
But KG can't step behind that 3-point line. KG is a mid-range legend, but he ain't stepping past that 3-point line.
But KG's tough, bro. Mentally.
Pass.
If I'm thinking, like we said, the verses, for example, AD and K, I can see KG breaking AD like that.
Like mentally?
Yeah, AD's not physical. Let's establish that. I feel like
He's not physical anymore, because AD used to be physical. He's not physical anymore.
AD is physical in his way. Like AD is not a back to the basket kind of player. I feel like he's more of a face-up guy, and that's his game. But now with the team that we have, he's forced to fill that role.
He used to be a point guard when he was younger. So
So with that, like if I'm thinking of a one-on-one, being down there and having to with the experience of KG, his mentality, his fortitude, he's gonna be talking shit. He's one of the biggest shit talker ever. And AD's like maybe AD in the bubble. The Mamba mentality in the bubble that I seen, that's what we missed. But that, like I said, is it still there? What's going on?
Carlil?
I mean,
wait, Bamba, say you're taking KG.
No, I don't know.
Did I take him?
So,
Wait, so you're saying Dirk Nowitzki's better than Kevin Garnett? That's what you're gonna say, though.
Wait, which one? Me or Bamba?
Bamba, because
he's definitely not better. But this is what I'm thinking. Kevin Garnett, no, not Kevin Garnett. My bad. Dirk Nowitzki, like I said, has those advantages. Like that made him great. Dirk Nowitzki with himself alone. Do you remember the Miami Heat? He took that down.
So look,
what did it take for Kevin Garnett to it was a trio. Remember that shit.
That's true. I give you that. Dirk did do his
I'm
bad.
about to say, let me ask this question. When we think, let me start it off like this. When we think about that Celtics big three, who was your main scorer?
Paul Pierce.
Who was your second?
Kevin Garnett.
Over Ray Allen?
For scoring, Ray Allen was coming off of screens to shoot, but Kevin Garnett was actually scoring. If Ray Allen wasn't coming off the screen, he wasn't doing nothing.
Bro, I said a trio.
Ray Allen and Kyle Korver had the same role. I'm not putting Kyle Korver as the number 2 scorer on anything.
Okay. So when you put it like this, I don't have a definitive. I'm not picking KG or AD because that's too hard. Because it's like one thing that one guy doesn't give you, the other guy can, and it's just reversed. It's a lot to think about. If I'm thinking about an overall setting.
Wait a second, I gotta clarify. This is coming from the guy who Kevin Garnett is his favorite power forward of all time.
A word?
When I asked him if we are gonna start the 1 through 5, and everybody was like, Tim Duncan, he said Kevin Garnett. So this is crazy to hear him say this now.
Okay.
It's just like on the championship team, AD has proven that he can be the main scorer. He can drive the team. On the championship team, AD has also proven to be dominant. Like, I agree with Bamba, he plays more face up to the basket. But he had, even this past season against matchups like Joel Embiid and Jokic, he showed dominance. They were talking about, there's a poll going around that AD was the only player that could possibly match Giannis in terms of dominance in today's NBA league. You feel me? So
Where
as
did
far as
Joel?
you said, what?
So what happened to Joel?
I mean, he's up there, but AD's also up there. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, so as far as dominance, I think he'll just be a good match. It'd be a great matchup. I do think KG would be able to stop AD defensively. I don't know. I feel like I'm talking in
No,
circles.
that's a great question for real though. Like
And
that.
Mamba did the same thing. This man said all this stuff about Kevin Garnett and said, I don't know who to pick.
I don't know. That's hard. Tie, pass and tie.
You
I
only have one
answer
power
it.
forward spot on your 1 through 5. You can only pick up one power forward. Kevin Garnett and Anthony Davis are only 2 power forwards left on this earth. Who are you picking?
I'm cutting whoever I picked at center, and I'm picking up both of them.
Oh my God.
So
What if you're center Shaq?
I'm thinking AD.
Cut.
I'm picking
You
AD.
picking Shaq? What? Okay, you picking AD, Bumble?
Yeah, I'm picking AD, and this is my reasoning for anybody that comes at me. Because if we're talking in terms of you're talking about career and accomplishment, the things that KG did, AD did it when he had those teams too. If like
Rookie of the year, some all defenses champion.
the bubble championship, like AD was that man.
And for all you listeners out there, the bubble counts. The only reason y'all say the
Oh
bubble
yeah, for sure. The bubble was tough.
fucking haters.
Wow.
That shit counts. That shit was.
If anybody else would have won, it would have fucking counted. Get the fuck out of here.
But like in the bubble, for example, I feel like the team that we had then, AD was able to play the basketball that he wanted to play. Like you remember this man being clutch, taking 3-point shots from outside and shit. And we're just like, this is like everybody was like, we had the AD we wanted.
My theory is they played the way they did because of Russell Westbrook because he messed up the spacing.
Oh, for sure. I don't care what you're shaking your head for sure.
It's not just Russell Westbrook's fault.
It's mainly Russell Westbrook.
It's not just his fault.
I would say like I give the rest of the fault to the other ones because like they cannot. I don't feel like anybody really stepped up to Russ like that because at some point if you have a player in the team that you can't utilize like that, and you know you can't work with him, at some point bench him. I know at the end of the day you're gonna give him his money. You're gonna give him his money.
There's no reason, Carlil. We can go into the JC, me and you, and neither one of us will miss the shots as hard as he has off the backboard. And neither one of us has stepped a foot in the NBA. I don't care. Neither one of us has shot the ball as many times as Russell Westbrook. I don't care what
shooting it. At some point, you're gonna stop shooting and be like, "Let me try to contribute in some."
Neither one of us is missing that fucking hard off the top of the backboard. Come on, Carlil. Come on.
That's okay. I understand that, Kenny. He still averaged 19, 7, and 7.
What was the percentage?
But when you're averaging that with like a hella shots, you
I'm not trying to defend him. I'm just saying it's not just his fault. It was Russ. It was the coaching. It was the defense because nobody played defense. It was the health.
No, you're right. It was the coach for not benching Russ. That's what
It was also the role players because they literally have highlights of LeBron trying to involve his teammates and everybody is missing.
I've seen that.
So much more than Russ.
This is how it works, right? Russ, you do some shit like that, moral happens in the game. You like the way you were watching the Lakers were keeping up the first half most of the games. It gets to the second half, it's just like, oh, we're like out of fuel. But if you pay attention, some games they gave up. Because if you're taking shots and missing it, and you don't like want to stop doing that shit or don't want to give it the ball, and the morals are gonna be broken. Like you see people like,
bro, if that was Phil Jackson or Popovich sitting there for coaching, they would have punched Russell Westbrook in the face, bro. They would have punched that man.
Somebody had to bench him. It's true that possibly Frank Vogel didn't have that authority, but I feel like the front office, it's true that they had a part in it because they're letting that happen.
We're getting off topic. It's supposed to be about AD. All right. So I kind of skipped somebody that I should have put on this list, so we're gonna do them now.
All right.
Anthony Davis or Chris Bosh?
Anthony Davis. 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 Mamba, stop.
LeBron James.
Anthony Davis.
But yeah, AD.
I meant to put him earlier. I forgot to write him down.
Yeah, that should have been number one.
Oh, I'll take Chris Bosh over Rodman and Paul Gasol.
Oh, okay. I thought she was finna say AD. I mean, yeah, Rodman and Paul Gasol for sure.
I'm taking Chris Bosh over both of them. Chris Bosh can shoot threes. Chris Bosh can play.
I was about to say
Remember
one of
Chris
the
Bosh had
original
Draymond?
stretches.
Remember Chris Bosh?
Toronto.
Come on, bro. That man was a dog.
Dog.
All right, so this is the last person. The latest and greatest power forward, Anthony Davis or Giannis Antetokounmpo.
No, I'm not doing that.
Can I buy a vowel?
I mean, Anthony Davis starts with a vowel, so I mean.
So this is who I'm choosing. It's a clear answer, but I'm going with.
Did this man mute himself?
This nigga didn't even mute himself, bro. He just, bro, what?
For everybody watching on the podcast or listening on the podcast, Mama did some stupid shit. Go watch this on YouTube to find out what he just did.
Bro, okay. While we try to recover from that, I'm picking Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, I feel like he gives me health, he gives me dominance, he gives me consistency, and he gets better every year.
He does get better. You see him shoot threes, bro.
Yeah. At some point, I got.
What he did in the Euro League.
This man, what was it? It was 2021.
He put up like Wilt Chamberlain numbers, bro.
2021, where when he injured himself in the finals and he came back and still played. Anthony Davis not doing that for me. He not doing that for me.
Let me pull this up, bro. Let me. I just gotta pull this up. People on YouTube gotta see. If you haven't seen this,
Quick question: Without Giannis, where would you rank the Bucks for all the players they have right now?
Without Giannis,
What kind of seed? What kind of seed do they give you?
8 seed, because they were still able to have some success without Giannis, and then also you got Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday holding it down, but it's not enough to get you over the hump. But they'd be, I'd say 7 for 8 seed. They could be a good but not like a good 8 seed. You feel me?
I can't find it.
But it's just like that with Chris, Drew, and the talent that they do have. That still doesn't put you better than in Atlanta. Like you rival a Cleveland.
Yeah. Kenny, you made a point earlier that I think Anthony Davis is like the one player that might be able to like rival. Was it Kenny or Carlos?
Rival Giannis.
Yeah, Giannis.
I said that.
So I don't know if y'all remember last year, but there was a game between Giannis, I think, and Joel Embiid, and I think Giannis had a pretty good game. But then the next game following was against Joel Embiid and Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis had a pretty good game. But then the game that followed was AD
and Giannis.
And Giannis tore
that man to smithereens.
Hey, Giannis did what? Giannis tore AD up?
Yeah, he tore his ass up.
He opened his cheeks and proceeded to put his foot deep in AD's ass.
I can't find the game. Oh my god.
Real deep.
Here you go. Bomba, what happened to Bomba?
You didn't hear anything that just happened? Okay.
I did, but I was gonna disregard it.
Deep.
So in the Euro League, Giannis, man, the camera needs to see this. Can y'all see that?
Ooh, 64 points.
Man, that's nothing. I did that at the park the other day.
You mean on my park? You talking about on 2K?
No, at the park, real life. Come on,
bro. This is my player stats. Like you log into 2K, you get on your my player, you load up my career, put it on maybe Hall of Fame. Maybe
wait. Does that say 32 for 32?
Yes, 32 for 32.
I mean,
6
32.
steals,
Bro,
8 blocks, 18 assists, 23 rebounds with 64 points.
He couldn't have shot no threes or no free throws, bro.
Bro, he scored 64. Did he need to?
No threes or no free, but still,
23
like
rebounds, 18 assists,
it's
8
like
blocks.
it's like we already know he's the most dominant player in the Euro League, bro. But like, make him miss a shot, just one shot.
Who's gonna do it?
Somebody, the team, stack each other on each other's shoulders. Like, I don't know.
Pay me. I'll take him out.
So yeah, I'm also taking Giannis over Anthony Davis. I would pay money to see you try to guard Giannis. I would love. Oh my god, I'll pay for that.
Have you guys ever seen Shaolin Kung Fu? It's like basketball Shaolin when them niggas was like jumping and like they'll box you underneath. Like, that'd be.
You go punch Giannis.
I'm gonna make that
I ain't
bitch.
gonna lie. If Giannis gets angry at you and he tries to fight you, it's over for you.
Just gotta knock his ass out before he dunks on me.
Okay. Okay.
I do not have your backup. That man has 3 brothers who are also as large.
I got a lawyer.
I'm not showing up. I hope you're not talking about me.
I'm calling on the Jokic brothers. What you talking about?
League.
But that's all I got. Hope y'all enjoyed the sports segment. We now know that Anthony Davis is only as good as Dirk Nowitzki. Other than that, it's really a toss-up. This has been the sports segment. Stay tuned for anime led by Big Bomba.
I'm sorry.